A massive power outage has hit Spain and Portugal.
It's a 100-year incident.
And affecting millions of people there and in parts of southern France.
Could this happen again? A blackout in Spain or somewhere else because of some electronic components from China? The blackout in Spain last year was triggered by fluctuations of voltages in the power grid. Theoretically, this could also be provoked by malicious manipulation.
I don't think we have the worst case scenario of a blackout of all over Europe just because of inverters for solar panels, but it would, for example, be a blackout for a specific region for a specific amount of time. The threat is real. It's not a made-up hypothesis. We should really consider where we get our most important components and parts.
And where are these components from? China. In 2024, 61% of all inverters imported into Europe came from China, according to Geneva-based research group Bloom. Policies in Europe to de-risk have not translated into a material shift in the geography of clean tech manufacturing at scale. In a recent decision of EU Commission, new solar parks and wind parks could no more get EU fund as long as they use Chinese inverters. Inverters have a key position in the transition to the green energy. They convert electricity from solar and wind parks and feed them into the power grid. Exactly in this area, the EU now seeks more technological sovereignty, and local manufacturers like this should play a more important role. The SMA solar technology AG from Kassel of Germany is one of the earliest inverter manufacturers. Starting in the 1980s, they once were the largest provider on the world market. Around 2010, SMA dominated about a 40% market share. But then, the uprising Chinese competitors like Huawei and Sungrow squeezed SMA out of the top rank. 5 of the top 10 manufacturers are from China, and the top 2, Huawei and Sungrow, control 27% and 24% market share respectively. Today, SMA has only 3% of world market share, although they are still the biggest non-Chinese inverter manufacturer. However, the new EU decision could boost their business.
If demand ramps up very quickly, we can certainly meet it, partly because we have made ourselves independent from individual partners and built up our stockpiles.
Here in Kassel, SMA produces solar inverters in various sizes, like big ones for huge solar parks in which the EU fund plays an important role, and small inverters for the private roofs. Due to geopolitical tensions, these components with network connectivity could be a severe security risk.
This is the communication unit of a standard commercial inverter. Our strength lies in developing and manufacturing everything in-house. Cybersecurity is built into a component like this. You also have the interface within this unit.
If the inverters with the cybersecurity module are made in Europe, clients here don't need to worry about so-called backdoors that could be misused by Chinese companies. And with the rapid increasing share of solar electricity in European power grid, the network security of solar inverters will be seen with even greater concern. SMA is confident that client power grid companies would accept higher costs of European inverters.
If we were to replace Chinese components with European ones, the whole system would get maybe 1 to 3% more expensive. For power generation, this price difference would be negligible.
In other words, the solar park or the green electricity would only cost a little bit more, while the security of this critical infrastructure would be in control of European hands. It is still uncertain whether European manufacturers like SMA could really benefit from this move soon, because solar project planners need a lot of time to shift their providers, and potential counter-management from Beijing could also damage SMA's business relations to Chinese companies. Yet the German inverter maker supports the recent EU decision.
It is important that both sides emerge as winners. Lately, it has not always been the case, so we welcome the EU decision.
At the end, the newest decision of EU Commission is not mainly about the profit of a single company or a branch. It is a part of a big move to secure technological sovereignty and reduce the dependency on strategic products from China.